Hello and welcome back to the channel. This is Black Prince Gaming and we are here today continuing off our Total War Rome 2 campaign. So we have gone down, we have taken Carthage, we are continuing our expansion into Africa. We now have a new Libyan ally, and yeah, it's all about how far we can now conquer. We have the Germanic tribes, I believe, coming for us in the Alps. So if you see, this is where we are off here. They took one of our cities up here, the tribe of the Nervi. So we must now go and take our town back. So we're going to launch straight into a battle today, and let's get it going. This army came straight in and conquered while we were undefended, but luckily this is why we kept our garrison force up north, ready for any Celtic tribes or Gallic tribes that decided they wanted to conquer us. So let's go ahead and clash with the thunderbolts of Tyrannus. Let's march them forward, and at the same time we are going to turn everyone here onto flaming shot to get those morale penalties straight in, and they're going to go on skirmish mode. Oh, let's hold actually a little bit closer, because actually they are coming straight for us. This cavalry here that's coming in, especially because they are spear infantry that we have. Yeah, some big clashes coming. There we go, you guys now start pushing out. Let's see if we can't destroy some of this stuff. You guys get out of there. Let's turn all of our velites. Let's take off the flaming shot now so we don't hit our own men in the back with flaming shot, because that can be quite horrific if you do that. That's a terrible mistake to make, is hitting your own men. Perfect, get the men back up and running. There we go, things are going well on this flank by the looks of things. So, but here come the rest of their army, all starting to pour out of the city. Let's go ahead, take everyone, let's turn off skirmish mode. They are all on standard shot, and then we need to redraw the line, hopefully, somewhere that's going to help us. Damn, they're using this cavalry effectively to just try and crush him round us at all times. Is that their general? That looks like a general. Yeah, maybe get some in here against these Oathsworn. Look at how cool they look, these Oathsworn. With all their nice Celtic shields. I mean, the arrows are going to rain in from the side though, and look at them get absolutely crushed out as we get good side shots in. Yeah, look, they don't stand a chance against this. Our general's under attack? Well, he shouldn't be, so maybe Testudo up. Maybe let's buff these guys as well. Let's get that general hopefully crushed out just that little bit quicker if possible. You guys are done here, so off you go, Romans. Get your charge coming in, and you velites, hopefully hit them in the back while you do that. There we go, continue the firepower up against these Oathsworn. Yeah, they can't keep up with all of these different spears being launched into them. They will rout, they will die. As well as they've got two good units of Principes right up in their faces. Yeah, look at the front lines of this battle. You can just see the volleys of spears, and there we go. They've actually routed, so that's them crushed out, hopefully. Hopefully that's going to do a lot of morale debuffs to a lot of the enemies as well. Come on, continue to push in against them. There we go, we've caught some of them here by the looks of things. There we go, and that's routing across the board. Yeah, their last... As soon as their last melee unit goes down, you can see the rest of the archers just rout. Look at that, 3-to-1 losses, a little bit more than 3-to-1, no, 3-to-1 kills, kill count, I mean, a little bit more than 3-to-1, so a very good battle against those troops there, although we did have one unit up here who lost a lot, and hopefully he can be okay. But there we go, the city is now back in our hands, our Alpine city here. Get out of there, please. They have hunted us. Oh, that just auto-resolves from there. Oh, that's horrific for our men. That is really bad. There was no chance of us actually having a good fight against that, though, because we had no assault ships in that. We were just going to be literally... having to try and sail around them, and I think they had an actual ship fleet as their second in that. Decisive defeat. Okay, sure. Oh my god, and they're just following it up with another attack. Just give us whatever's going to hopefully give us as many men as possible out of here. No, that's an entire Roman legion sunk there because of a misclick. That is horrific. Actually, their fleet has now moved out of the town, so maybe now is actually our time to strike against this weakened town here. We could get a light siege tower. No, you know what? Yeah, the advantage is on our side at the moment. Let's go in. Let's make our attack. Hopefully we can find a good spot on the walls to deploy our current ladders, and we can get ourselves up and into them. So it's dry weather conditions, that's all we could ask for. Let's begin our deployment. Oh, look at these walls. These are fancy walls. Okay. Looks like they're actually starting to land a fleet off here. In which case, should we go deal with them first? Hopefully this should be enough to just keep things under control for now. Okay, their general does look like he's maybe staying in. They're archers as a general, okay. Well, what I'd love to see then is can we get men through the lines at them? Yeah, let's just do our best to make sure that all of these ranged units don't land in the town, because yeah, if we can get in and break them up now, that's going to be great. There you go, come on. Where's our return volley of fire here? This should be horrendous for them. There we go, look at that. 40 of them killed right there, and it looks like we might actually be able to tie up the unit. Perfect, our general's under attack. Okay, well, he's not really, so whatever. Let's get these guys up and running, up and moving. Oh, hold on. You guys will hold back here then and see what you can't hold as a line. Any chance of you crushing them back in against the gates? Yeah, it looks like we've killed their general. Yeah, the enemy general is dead. We've got the notification up above there. Let's go. Let's continue our line across here. Let's hopefully move and continue to encircle their forces out of this. There we go. Perfect. Okay, Velites, let's take you off flaming shot. Now we get right in their face as they land foolishly. It looks like we've also got these guys starting to pelt them as they come off the beach too. But yeah, straight into them, men. Don't give them any respite, any reprieve from the beachhead. You guys straight round, actually. Let's just fishnet this. Capture everything we can in one. And then that should be their entire landing fleet just absolutely slaughtered here on the beaches. Like, they really should have tried landing somewhere up here in some of these docks, although it looks like it's actually pretty bad for them to try and land. I don't know if you can actually land at docks, but I think maybe they could land there, but I don't actually know. Maybe this was the only good place for them to land, and we've just managed to cut that straight off. Get yourself to the walls as quick as we can. Looks like a lot of their army had actually disembarked these walls. They probably didn't think we were going to come in on another assault of these walls. So that actually works out very, very nicely for us. Let's get the men up and front. Get them ready. Here we go. These guys are going to begin marching up these walls. We are taking some heavy hits from these archers. We probably, if we can, then we should start recruiting archer units out of this province, because they will go very nicely with our Roman army. You guys will attempt to get onto the wall, and you guys will pull back to the main force here. There we go. Looks like we are taking over this tower here. There you go, the Roman flag is getting raised as our men continue their push down here. Go, you guys need to go, you guys need to continue to fight these pikemen, who look like they're all very spread out across here. Okay, you men in here now, let's go for it. Let's get the charge, let's get the rush, get the spears flying out, hopefully shattering some shields here. Look at the rumble go as we hit their line from the side. Their pikes weren't ready for us to come in from the flanks, so we have got in the flanks and we have swept round them. Hopefully if we can just pin them back against these walls, they should die out very, very quickly. Come on, keep up the offensive, let's go. Hit them in the back, don't let them run, boys, don't let them get away. Yeah, it looks like their lines are formed the wrong way round at first, so that's good. Should be some good effective hits. Our javelinmen should hopefully be getting some good hits in as well. I just want this gatehouse, like, that's all. Hopefully enough of them rout and we can just take the gates. There we go, they routed. As soon as we got in, crushed their pike army just behind the wall. That is obviously where they've chose to leave it. And there we go, 3-1. 3-1 kills and losses. No one really lost massively out of our army. We've got a few shattered princeps, which I imagine must have been those guys over the wall. They took an absolute battering. They were really sucked into a lot of fighting. So, you know, it's no wonder that they took a lot of damage getting over there. But we now have made our push onto, well, like the Turkish subcontinent, really. And we've made our first effective battle against Pergamon. And let's go ahead and go against Medusa's head wielders out here. Here we go. This is going to be another big fight here in the desert. These desert factions are quite something to be contended with. And this will probably be our first look at what Egyptian units will look like from Syrtis. The good news is we do have our beautiful auxiliary hoplites. Look at them here. We got some Athenians. Oh yeah, you can see all their different sort of banners. So oh, I just love the fact that they've all got different coloured shields. We've even got a Medusa shield to fight the Heralds of Medusa. So, and let's hope we can get some incredible damage off on some of those infantry lines as they move up. You know what, actually, let's surge forward with our units. So yeah, you guys come round, come there. Let's just try and really like net them in. Okay, let's stop you being on skirmish mode. Let's get you men actually pushing up that little bit further. Let's make sure that we are really securing our lines. You are going to come in here as the back infantry. You men come on in. There we go. Charge. Begin your way in. Hopefully just continuing to sort of net round their forces is kind of the play here. Let's go for it. You men too, and you men as well. Just sort of hit around them as we can. There we go. Let's turn off any flaming shot. Let's make sure that we're not destroying the morale of our own troops in the fight here now that we are in the fray and in close. There you go, Egyptian infantry. Let's really get in and smash against them. You men, I want you moving up, hopefully, to somewhere where you can start to damage their slingers. Our general is under attack, is he? Okay. Let's get him here. Let's get him buffing some units out here in the mix of the fight. And then let's get him actually testudoing up. You guys actually all just start striking these slingers here. And then you guys in the middle, it looks like they actually pulled back their general. Didn't realise that, but you guys hopefully get some fire over the top and see what you can't do against these. Here we go, these slingers are getting routed because they don't have good defences for our javelins coming in. Our pilum are just flying through and smashing through them. This is incredible. There we go, look at that, shattering them on the battlefield. You Principes, actually, you're not involved in the main force fighting. These guys have actually started the wrap on this infantry. So yeah, look at how the fishnet has worked out here for us. Like, just putting them in this big circular bowl. We've got our auxiliary hoplites as well, holding the middle garrison. No, you guys pull back. You guys pull back. You guys do not pull back. You guys press on. There you go. Continue the offensive up against these slingers here. You guys as well, I want you instead maybe to pull off and hit their general in the back. Like, if we can get the wrap on their general, that would be a lot better than what we can do right now. You guys, let's get you maneuvering up. Get you trying to wrap a little bit further round where possible. Oh, it looks like we've actually ended up in the encirclement here, so maybe fight your way out against the Egyptian infantry first. For their general now, yeah, the spears in the back really disrupting the pike forces. And then this charge in from the side, I mean, look at that. Absolutely ruined and shattered there. The battle is turning in our favour. Yeah, of course it is. Who even is left of their units here? Did any of their general's infantry make it out? I don't know. Let's continue it on, see if we can't kill the general maybe somewhere in here. I don't really know where he is, but there we go. Enemy general is dead. Perfect. Is it worth us trying to strike out? Probably is. Let's try and strike out, meet them on the battlefield before they can start sieging down the town. This is just battle after battle after battle. You know, if we can, I would love to just sort of march uphill. Like, what if we maneuver this way and then shift click to maneuver this way, so we have the hill and we have the slope. There we go. They are starting to maneuver in here, so here comes the first salvos from our troops probably. Yep, readying, and there comes the fire. Okay, and immediately what we want to do then is we want to be taking our armies forward, and we want to be facing down whatever's coming. Advance, advance. Hold them, take them. You men continue to shatter the light horse where possible. The men are wavering. Why are the men wavering? Where are the men wavering? It's obviously those guys that got ran into. That makes a lot more sense. Cool, perfect. And now let's quickly turn off all the flaming shot for these guys. Let's turn off the skirmish mode and let's just go ahead and redraw our line nicely. General, sit, inspire the troops, get these guys ready for battle. There you go, perfect. Get them in, get them involved. Oh, there we go, the noble horseman is actually in, so go for him. There, you guys are hitting the flank. You know what? I'll take it. Let's do it. There we go, in against their level 3 men here. Looks like the enemy general is dead. We've managed to snipe him with some arrows or some spears. There we go, 30 of his unit remains, so he is well and truly getting crushed out of there. You guys move up against these mercenary Gallic warriors. Yeah, there we go, look at them coming in with their full shields. Brilliant, this front has gone really well as well. You guys are through the line actually, so let's actually just get these noble horsemen finished off and dealt with if we can. Yeah, it looks like there's 10 of them left, so that is really not going well for them. And that should be another great victory for Rome. Decisive victory, yep. And look at that, 4-1, is that? Yep. Smashing them to pieces. And we did lose a fair few to friendly fire. Friendly fire is one of the worst things that we managed to keep doing. But hey, ultimately, it's a defeat for them, so who cares? Right. What if we pay you? Oh, they will accept if we just basically bribe them to become our client state. And you know what? Kind of thinking, why not? Like, I quite like the idea of having this well-knit client state empire across North Africa, and this means we can now focus down the Carthaginians. Like, European land, I'm down to take it and keep it as ours, but a few tactical client states here and there, especially North Africa, which, you know, isn't really somewhere I'm looking to fight too heavily anyway. Oh, there we go, an ambush actually of the Syrians. How did we fail to spot them coming? We were ready for them. So we don't even know what's in the unit, but look at this, we're actually... Oh, this is actually like a convoy on a road, okay.
There will not be time to move your army until the fighting starts. Also, be aware that the enemy reinforcements approaching.
Okay, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Everyone there, let's go, let's go. We want a double line sorted. Jesus Christ, they're firing ballistas down on us here. Maybe actually a double line sorted just immediately. Frontline forces. Oh my god, African elephants are marching down. This is a horrific battle for us. All of our men are clustered. General, get yourself back, please. The rest of you surge forward. You need to defend our general right now. My god, this is horrific. We're all just in like such a cluster. Let's inspire some of these troops in here. Hopefully give them a bit of confidence to battle on. We need to just be hitting these elephants with as much spears as possible, hopefully. There you go. You guys take on these camel spearmen. Christ, that was horrific to watch, that battle. Luckily, we did have some hoplites in this, so it was good for their cavalry, but Christ. Get in there. Let's silence these ballista now. Hopefully don't let them get another shot. They're probably going to get another shot off, aren't they? Go, get in amongst them. Just do what we can. Throw us his spears. Let's hit them as hard as we can. We're still having men waver on the lines. Okay, let's really get these guys slaughtered then. You men move. Oh god. There you go. These guys have been buffed a little bit to continue the fight out here. A couple of you go there. A couple of you go there. Hopefully you guys continue your crush in against them. Go. Charge down the hills. Charge down the hills into their flank velites. There we go. A good successful charge straight into their lines. There we go. The enemy generals died as well, so that should be absolute slaughter for them here. But my god, we took some losses doing that. This is not going to look good on the casualty feed, I'm pretty sure. There we go. Everyone, let's get a final charge, final offensive going in. These guys should waver and break. They've got men all around them. And there we go. Their unit is dead. Shattered. Look at them get slaughtered as they try and run away. Yeah, some of our men just giving huge, horrendous chase to them. Wait, hold on. This is like 2 fresh regiments of troops. What is this? No way. No way have they still got an army to use. Okay, you guys are brave and I salute your courage, but please, both of you, get back. I am not about to have literally 9 men, I think, in a unit. 7 men in this one, 14 in the other. Like, be our final frontier force here. You know what, Velites even, I might just send you guys marching on in as well. Like, let's just see if you guys can't help fill the lines. There we go, charge into this gap, hopefully shatter them there. Go, maneuver round. Alright, I'll allow you men in now, let's go for it, come on. We might finally see the end of this fight, my god. An ambush is so deadly, and they didn't even ambush from both sides. If they hit us from both sides there, we would have been screwed. Like, that was a true ambush. Successfully defeat the enemy when ambushed during a campaign, and yeah, like, Didn't even know the scale of that army. So they actually had more men on the field than us. So that explains why it was so horrific. Because that first army looked weak, but that second army that came in for the ambush, my God. But yeah, that is a very Pyrrhic victory. We lost the majority of those units in order to win. I think we're going to have to, like, these guys were already quite weakened as well. That's the issue. This was a weakened army. We were just sort of building up and trying to train and get ready for future fights. But I guess let's continue to try and heal up this army. So that's actually us losing Sparta now. Okay, that's really bad. I want to hunt that fleet. I want to make sure that's gone. Like, I can't deal with that still being there. There you go, normal stance on these guys. And here we go, another big battle here. We've got our reinforcing garrison as well. So we're just going to auto-resolve it and watch them get absolutely crushed on the gates of our city. Yeah, I mean, we definitely strike out in this situation. We're not going to allow them to just continue to build up and expand a force here. And you know what? Let's take out Odysseus's Wanderers as well while they're here. If they want to stray so close to us that they're going to be in range, we will definitely take them out. Auto-resolve again. We definitely don't need to be fighting these. Just continued aggression. Just carving through their land. Don't think we managed to finish them, did we? Ah, there we go. We did finish them as a unit. That's good. And then I guess on to Pessinus. I mean, look at the way this army is moving. We are just slaughtering our way across the field. And then we go 99% of the army because the majority of these guys actually rode out to face us just there. And obviously these are the shattered remnants that have retreated to the town, which we will just immediately go through and continue to conquer. Look at that. Great work, men. Naval-wise, let's go ahead and take this little town here. Why not? Perfect. We can just siege down. Is this Malaga? Mallorca? Either way, we can just siege it down and take this new town across the Mediterranean, which is very nice for us. Even increase their rank, I think, at that point. A little village, a little port. Get rid of the slums and get some new farmland going. Perfect. We can start to move in now with our siege towers. I kind of want to do this just to see what it's like, see what they look like. And then that will definitely be me leaving the stream here. This will be the last battle we have. So what do they see from their perspective? So they just see these huge towers coming out of the forest. That is horrific to see. Perfect, look at that. Horrendous for them. And here we go. A little battle starting to play out on the wall as these men all start pouring out of the siege towers. There we go, men are finally starting to pour down on this side too from the siege engines. There you go, get moving, get across those walls right now. Let's get into them, let's get shoving them back and pushing them back here. And here we go, the second army begins their move out as well from the siege engines. Oh, there we go. There's the waves of spears, the volleys coming in at the sides of a lot of these units. And there we go, they're already down to about half strength. These guys are getting shattered by spears too. And yeah, there we go. We are very much in and conquering. You know what, let's just tell them to get up here and we'll figure out what formation that'll look like when they're here. Although actually, as the Roman flag comes up, maybe it's just going to be easier just to send them all through the wall gap as soon as that comes. As soon as the gates are ours. There we go, and we've got enough men in. And now we just hit them from all sides, all angles, all you velites. Let's get them as well. There we go, the town is gone for them. And look at that. There's just so much coming into them immediately. They are probably going to feel the heat and rout. There we go, look, and you can even see the archer tower still firing over the top, hitting their men. The men are wavering. Why are you wavering? Just pull back then. Principes, why are you wavering? You're literally like there in the fight. There we go. We'll end the battle there. But that is an absolute slaughter for them in that town. I mean, the siege towers looked sick charging up to the walls. Like, just landing, unloading troops. They are definitely what we're going to be building from now on for sieges. Because just seeing them smash through was great. Like, obviously, if they have actual wall defenses, like ballistas, catapults, they're going to be difficult to face them with. But they were very good for taking this town. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more, make sure you head over to the YouTube. And yeah, I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.